In this next section of this training, we're going to be talking about technology. Technology is your ally when it comes to an amazing interview. And it's probably not going to surprise you that I have fairly high-end technology. I don't have the best of the best or the most expensive thing that money can buy, but I do have a high-end mirrorless DSLR camera. I do have film lights. I do have a professional green screen. And all of these things are mounted to the wall, or in the case of the green screen, mounted to the ceiling. Now, if you've never mounted something to the wall, it's not scary. And if you want to do it, any handyman can do it. This is not like highly skilled stuff. But before we talk about all this expensive technology, I'm going to show you something cool. It's called a lookup table. I'm using one right now. Let me show you what happens when I turn it off. All of a sudden, I look a lot worse. This lowers my chance of getting in. This increases my chance of getting in. Now you might say, whoa, if I'm only going to buy one thing, I'm going to buy me that lookup table. That's amazing, because guess what? The lookup table, that's totally free. You're not going to spend a cent on it. Parents, before you spend any money on expensive equipment, first make sure that the student is actually willing to put in the time and effort to create a lookup table. How much time and effort, you might ask? If they're really good at computers, 20 minutes. If they're really bad at computers, maybe a day. This is not a huge amount of work. A student who doesn't have the grit to make a lookup table, to follow the instructions on this thing, a student just doesn't have the grit to get in, save your money, spend it on something else. Students, if you're not willing to put in the work to make a lookup table, you should be embarrassed of yourself and ashamed of yourself. This is 20 minutes that's going to transform, between 20 minutes and one day, that's going to transform everything you ever do on video. Are you kidding me? You're afraid of a couple pieces of technology, free software? If that's the case, you're an international laughingstock. Stop being an international laughingstock. Get intense, and let's make a big, huge, giant difference in your interviews. Now, the free tools we're going to be using are called OBS and DaVinci Resolve. We're going to talk about each of them in separate videos. I'm going to walk you through every step of the way. But first, parents, this one's for you. The student's going to need a grown-up big boy computer, a big girl computer. No Chromebooks. Chromebooks cannot handle this. You can get a Windows desktop for a few $100. That's going to get the job done beautifully. You don't need to overpay for a Mac computer. There's no reason for it. Now, if you have a powerful Mac computer, that will work too. Macs will work. Windows will work. Any adult computer is going to work. But please, put the toys away. A Chromebook is just an old cell phone chip in a bigger container. It is not a real computer for any serious work. If you try to use it for this kind of stuff, well, first of all, you can't. But any serious work done with a Chromebook, you're just technologically handicapping yourself for no reason. So, step one, get a Windows or Mac computer. Somehow borrow one, buy one, do whatever you need to do. And then, once you have a Windows or a Mac computer, go on to the next video, and we're going to talk about how to use OBS. This is the industry standard software. If you're serious about streaming or recording or video calls or whatever, you use OBS. It is the best tool for this. It is completely free, and learning how to use it is going to benefit you for anything you do in this area. In fact, I'm using it right now. OBS is going to help you stand out and get in.